Right, we've been a while on this job now, maybe 2 weeks now. I've been doing a lot of end dump. Low bed has been very slow. I've said it before. I never used to see end dump, and now I see nothing but end dump work. I think I've moved the low bed maybe once or twice in the past 2-3 weeks. I do have some moves coming up in the next day or two for a 321 that we put the motor in, but I've never seen so much end dump work before. I've said it also before, it's a good thing. I always have work. They always keep us busy here. So it's nothing to, be concerned about on my end. But as a driver, I guess I always got something to complain about. But I'm pretty much tired of end dump work. I've been doing a lot of on-site dumping. Basically, this dirt right here you guys see is pretty clean. So we may use it for backfill. This job has been nothing but a kind of a headache where we're at. We haven't done really much. I think one day the crew put 40 feet of pipe in, which is very little. That's due to the ground. The ground was caving in a lot. So we had to rent a lot of shoring boxes and plates and stuff to keep that from happening. And then the ground has been real hard with a lot of clay. So that's where we're at on this job. I can't wait to get off of it and just kind of go back to the low bed for a little bit. Like I said, I've had too much end dump work now, so it's time for the change again. But that's where we're at, just loading, making our day, making it happen. Just a little update of what's been going on and where I've been. I've ran into a couple things here and there. Recently, about 3 weeks ago, I was on a La Jolla job, and I ended up breaking one of my CV antennas, which was this one right here. Broke it in half, even with the medium duty spring. Even with the medium duty spring, it still broke it in half, so I had to get a new one. And then recently, my bushing right here for my driver's side exhaust now is worn out, so there's a lot of rattle. The good thing is I just did the passenger side. I didn't do the driver's side, so now I'm gonna have to do the driver's side, and that's kind of a pain a little bit sometimes. So just little things going on, always something going on. Overall, it's been good. It's been all right. Just like I said, I'm just bored now. Ready for a change. Tomorrow, like I said, I do got a 321 move, the one we put the motor in, deliver the motor to. And then I got a backhoe move. So we'll get those done tomorrow and see where it goes from there. If not, back on the job with end dump. Keep you guys updated on more that's happening and stuff. For you guys learning dump truck, end dump, whatever it is, box you pull, it's nice to get in here. Sometimes you get a lot of buildup in here. You're hauling 30 sand or base and you're watering it down. For some reason on this truck, at least this trailer, it sticks a lot in here and eventually it just becomes a big old clump, and next thing you know it don't look like much, but you have maybe half a ton of dried up material sitting right here. So I like to do that. And right now I was gonna go to a closer plant, but they don't want clay. And I thought this was pieces of asphalt, but it's actually not, it's clay. You see that? That's clay and they don't want that. Messes up the machines, the crushers. So we'll go ahead and do maybe 2-3 more buckets. I'll have them sweep a little bit from the back to the middle. And that's who I am. I never nose load the end dump. This is about as far as I go. Like I said, 1 or 2, and I'll have them push the back, kind of level it a little bit, and we'll take it to where it's got to go and dump. But these are big ass pieces, and they don't want these at one of the plants we go to. Dirt's pretty nice though. We're doing low bed today. It's been a while since we've done it, but lately cars have been parking right where this blue car is. And obviously I can't get out to the left with the low bed. So what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to try to get out as best as I could. Just had to put a note right here for these people. We're gonna have to try to get out as best as we could, as far as I could. And then we're gonna have to use the 330 to pick me up and bring it out to go ahead and make this cut right here. I barely made it in with the end dump. These are just the obstacles I gotta deal with every day, moving people's trash cans. And, I mean, for one, we shouldn't be here, I get that, but we'll see what we get into right now and what type of shit show this becomes. Turn out to be able to get this, so I'm going to try to use as much as I could to get that trailer to keep kind of following me. Here, search my way some. That's where my trailer's at now. I also got to watch this Tahoe behind us. Let's see how this performs. Ride it real tight. Scrape some paint. Alright, so there we go right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and set up to have the 330 pick me up, push me out. We're loaded with the 321 now, made it up to the office to pick it up. I suck at recording, so I didn't get the lifting of the trailer to move out from the yard when we pulled out. Right now, I only got where the excavator was kind of behind it. So we'll see what happens when I get back to back in. We'll see how it goes down. But like I said, we're loaded with the 321. I know my recording sucks. I'm not a professional. All the videos I give you or stuff like that, it's all by phone and just all real stuff I go through every day. I'm glad you know, the yard guy was there, because I would have not been able to do it by myself. But the problem there with that now is, you know, he should have got off farther to the gate. That's our yard, and he kind of got in the middle Then he wanted to extend the stick really far out and lift it. He was tipping the excavator. I told him, get closer and suck it in more and you'll get more leverage. You know, every foot you come closer to whatever you're lifting, you get a better lift out of it. And then he lines up right where the power lines are, and the power lines go at an angle. So in my head, I'm like, why didn't you get away where the angle's kind of going away and you get a better lift? And he was worried about the lines, which is good, but I mean, if it were me, I would have set up farther away from the lines, got closer to the trailer, picked it up. It got done. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when I get back. It got done, but it's just stuff like that. It's like, man, I just got to do my job, and that's it. No one else's. Helping is always needed, but you know, when we're experienced, we're talking about we've been trucking 20, 30 years, or we've been an operator 25 years, and you're doing stuff like that, it makes me wonder. Like I said, it got done, so we're gonna get this delivered. I'll get video of offloading. We got 3 buckets, a wheel, and a breaker. But let me get my paperwork turned in, and we'll get this down south. I won't do any recording driving, so. All right, we got our 2 buckets, breaker, wheel, arm chain down, all that. So we're ready to go. All right, we made it. So now it's just finding the best spot to unload for all these wires. So I think we're pretty good right here. From what I just found out, they're taking out all the concrete from the end down there all the way to the top up there. So I'll be out here a while. We'll go ahead and offload these attachments, put them right in front of the red car here, and then park the machine right in front. And we'll go back for the backhoe, grab it, and put it down there. I didn't get to record the backhoe loading. I got here like 15 minutes ago, found the backhoe. I called the foreman prior to arriving and said, hey, what street are you guys on? Because I'm going to pick up the backhoe. He sounded all surprised. So I get here, I walk a street down, find the backhoe. Then I see that foreman I called. I said, hey, where are the attachments? Bucket and wheel. Oh, I didn't even know the machine was leaving. No one told me. Same shit all the time. And I was like, okay, I just need to know where the attachments are, you know? It's none of my business. I'm just here to pick up the machine the way I told you on the phone. Oh, well, I don't know. Ask the other foreman. He's the guy that requested all this. I said, you know what, dude? I really don't care who requested it, who's asking for it. You've had the backhoe. I just need to know where the attachments are. But whatever. I'll find the other foreman. He kind of torqued my balls. I went looking for him at the same time looking for the attachments. I couldn't find them. Finally, when I found them, I'm like, hey, where are the attachments? He's like, oh, they're in our yard, but the yard from here is about 15, 20 minutes. So I'm not going for the attachments. You need to put them in a dump truck or something, get them to where you need to get them, but I'm not going for them. With that said, I still got to go back. It's 12:15 now. I got to go back, switch to the end dump, go to the plant, and grab cold mix for one of the foremans I've been working with the end dump. It was like, man, it's never just, hey, oh, it's right here. Hey, let me get it for you. Hey, it's never that. It's always a struggle, a fight, an argument. And it wasn't an argument necessarily, but it's like, he starts telling me, oh, with the other foreman, I don't care who scheduled it. I just need to know where the attachments are. So we're loaded. We're gonna go ahead and drop it. We're gonna go ahead and drop it back to where we got the 321 from. Hurry back to the yard, and hopefully I can back in the yard without having the 330 pick the trailer up, the ass end of it, to spin it to get in the yard, and then go grab that cold mix for the other foreman. That way he could finish up his day, and hopefully I finish up mine. But never a dull moment here. All right, we're back to deliver this backhoe. I cut off the video earlier because I started driving, so I was just pulling off the job. But back to what I was saying, the problem is a lot of these guys don't work together, you know. They work against each other, and they're on the same jobs, which is pretty stupid. It just makes double work, and it's just a mess, you know. I don't know why they're like that, and then I get put in the middle because they don't want to help the next guy. And it's like, dude, let's just get the job done, work together somehow. You ain't got to be the bestest friends, but you ain't even got to be friends. Just work together and don't try to screw the next guy next to you. I don't know why it's like that here. They don't like helping each other. If they know it's for another foreman, or I don't know, figure it out, call that guy, and it's dumb. So, I mean, like I said, it torques my balls because I'm always busy. I always got something to do, whether I'm in the end dump or the low bed. I'm always busy, overtime, and so I just want to get my day done and over with. Help whoever I could help. You know, I could easily tell the foreman that needs cold mix, hey, I can't help you. You know, I'm busy, or, you know, whatever. But I'm not going to do that. I told him I'll get it. It's going to be a bit of a longer day, but we'll get it done. We'll get him the cold mix. But things just work a lot smoother when people help each other. So don't have to do each other's jobs, but help each other and do your part, basically. But it's just, I guess, trucking. Just back to life about trucking, the real trucking part of it. Like I said, all my videos are real. They're not made up. They're not scripted. They're none of that. It's just what I do and how things work for me. So, another thing, this backhoe's pretty heavy because it has that breaker on it. So you could go over the rear and stuff without ramps. But if you're kind of heavy or something, try to use a downhill. You know, I'm a little bit down. I could have went down a little more, but right now I won't have a problem getting it off. So we'll get it off without the ramps and park it and get to the next. Pick up the end dump and grab that cold mix. All right, so the day the day keeps getting better. I just took my ratchet off and I lost the pin. That pin's right in there to right there. So I'm gonna have to find me another pin to go ahead and put it in. But like I said, never a dull moment in trucking. All right, we're pulling up. It looks like that blue car moved. I think I've seen that car before. I haven't had any crazy issues here. Are you gonna stop or are you gonna keep going? Jesus, people have come out like they're not gonna stop. But just that little bit is all I need to get in here. That's it. Oh, there it is now. They moved it. Cool. It might have been one of these houses, but I don't want to piss them off either because I know this is their parking and stuff. And we shouldn't be here for one. But that's the only way I could get in, you know? So we got lucky. We're not going to have to use the 330 again. Pick this trailer up. Get it to point in the little driveway here. Watch the cars right here on my driver's side. See if I can get it in one shot. No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to pull up. Tighter to the gate. Come on, super trucker. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lock my dividers because I start spinning. Damn it. I'm gonna hit that gate. I'm gonna hit the gate. I'm gonna hit the gate. No. Just made it. Ugh. company like me. They're trying to run me out of here. Get this crybaby out of here. Sad thing, there's not even parking for this trailer here in this yard. I mean, there could be, but we know how that story goes. You guys will have to check the other videos if you want to know. Just look for yard moves. There. Hey, so we just got to the plant picking up our 7 tons of cold mix. So when I left the yard, everything was good, you know, backing in and pulling out. But I got to that first intersection and a car trying to make a right turn, and I was trying to make the left, but as you guys seen, them streets are really small. So I was telling the car, hey, you know, go straight or go left because I got to make the left. Vice versa, he probably thought the same. Well, why don't you know, move to the side or something? As you guys seen, them streets are really small. There's nowhere for me to go. The only thing I could have done was go ahead and back up, but I would have had to back up like a whole block. I could not just back up a little bit and then have the car pass me. So the guy got all mad and he put his car in park. He crossed his arms like he was gonna sit there. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do the same thing. I had to catch up on my paperwork anyway. So I did, and I realized, you know, they were they were an elder couple. So I got off the truck and the lady got off the car on the passenger side, and I said, hey, you know, I'm really sorry, but I got to get by here. And she's like, well, why can't you move? I go, well, I'm not going to back up half a block down before you guys get by, and I don't know if a car's going to come up behind me or someone pulling out their driveway. So I go, it's just much easier if you could just pull up, make a left, do a U-turn. She goes, why don't you go straight? And I said, I can't go straight. There's no exit, and the streets are even smaller up there. So I got to make the left, and, you know, basically you guys are holding me up. It's a lot easier just for you guys to make a left or go straight into that driveway and just back out. It's not a big deal. You guys are in a car. And she's like, you know, she kind of interjected and was like, well, you know, I'm on my way to the cemetery to see my mom, and she's been buried there many years. And I told her, look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ruin your day. I'm sorry about your mom, but you just don't understand how small these streets are and for me to get by. Let alone, I look down at the end of the street where they came through, and here comes the trash truck picking up trash. I'm like, damn, man, we got to do something here. So I went to the driver's side window trying to talk to her husband, whoever she was with, and man, that guy he didn't even want to look at me. He had his arms crossed. You know, he was looking out to the passenger side, and I was trying to tell him, hey, you know, just pull up here. I'm sorry, and just let's get on with our days. You know, let's get on with our day. Hey, loader, truck in for cold mix when you have a minute, please. You know, so she opened the door or whatever. She was already, you know, kind of going back to the car and was like, oh, we gotta pull into that driveway. And, you know, she was, I don't know, I guess a Karen and whatever. But I just found it disrespectful of the dude, you know, being an older guy and whatever was happening. There was, like I said, no fight, none of that. It was just, I was trying to explain why I wasn't going to back up and what they could do to just make life easier. Even if I would have backed up, like I said, I would have had to back up half the block, the whole block, just for them to even get by me. Not even sure if they were going to be able to, because there's no room on the street where I come out of from the yard. So finally, you know, he pulled up, and then here comes another car, and here comes a trash truck. So good thing the car got by, they made the left. The trash truck was halfway up the block. I made the left and got over to the right, and I had to sit there, 2-3 minutes for him to pick up each house's trash can in order for me to get by, because there's no way in hell a car and me were going to get by, so let alone the trash truck and me. And well, basically, he had the right of way, and I was able to get off to the right to let him do his thing, and that's just what it is. But it's just trucking. Always have a plan, something in mind what you're going to do. But if I would have not even took that street and took the other street, there's 3 streets I could take. It's all the same thing, so it would have not made a difference. It's a gamble.
How many tons?
7 tons, please. It's a gamble.
7 tons.
Yeah, 7. It's a gamble every street I go down to get out, which sucks, But that's just where I'm at. It's my everyday stuff. Every day I got content for you guys. Every day something new with people driving and trying to get out the yard or get in the yard, or machines or foremans or the jobs, and it's crazy. I got it pretty bad. Like I said, every day something new. If I'm not dealing with stuff at work, I'm dealing with someone in a crosswalk with their head down, looking at their phone, not knowing when to cross. And I'm like, okay, do I go, or are they going to cross? And once I start going, they want to cross, and I got to stop. There's just all that type of stuff in trucking these days. It's a lot more different. All right, thank you. Every day it's different, and just people make life a lot harder than what it should be. So with that said, like I said, just always have a plan, a backup plan, and know what you're getting into. But anyone new out there trucking, don't think you're going to get in a truck and it's going to be all gravy. I'm sure the over-the-road guys deal with a lot of crap, and city drivers and everyone, but it's actually hard out there for truckers. It's stressful, and you got to be able to separate your personal life or any personal problems or just a bad day to work in trucking, because it'll really mess you up. You gotta have some type of knowledge of what you're doing or what's going to happen or what the plan is. Always have a plan. It helps. So, all right, let's scale out here, and it's going on 2 o'clock. I don't know if they're ending early today on the job or not. But let's scale out, get our ticket, and be on our way to deliver this 7 tons of cold mix. It's really, really heavy load. I'm thinking maybe I should call a pilot for this load right here. This is too much. I don't think I can handle it. Hey, Bertec back on with cold mix. All right, well, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, drop me any comments, anything you guys think. Anything that could help me.
Bertec 15, that's you?
No, 14. I mean, it's not a big deal, but
This is for Bertec?
Yes, Bertec 14, cold mix.
Yeah, that you're picking up for Bertec?
Yes. I just checked in with this lady 5 minutes ago.
What's the job number?
019. I just checked in with her, and she told me, yeah, you're good. Go get your cold mix. Told her my truck number, everything. Now she's confused, or I don't know what happens in this world. I don't know.
We don't have that order number. So I'll do a temporary ticket for you, okay?
What do you mean? We pick up cold mix almost every day. Whatever works, whatever's easier for you. But I thought I just checked in with you.
We have a job number 018 and he's 008.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever's easier. But yeah, 219. I just checked in. She should have told me. We pick up cold mix every day for this job. This is the only job I've been working for the past 2 weeks, and that's what we get, cold mix. I don't understand. But whatever's easier for her. Like I said, every day is just something different, a struggle, and It's just stuff like that that frustrates me because it's easy stuff, and people make it complicated. Oh, let's see what happens here. She's gonna make it.
Give me 1 minute.
She's never here either, so I don't know who she is or what. But maybe she's new. Just my luck. I always get new people or people that just want to make my life miserable. All right, well, anyway, like, subscribe, comment, anything that'll help me, anything that'll make life better. Any new truckers out there, you know, just know.
All right, we're good to go.
All right, thank you. Just know trucking ain't cut out to what it's made to be, or maybe what it used to be. There's always obstacles, and I feel like I run into obstacles every freaking day, but you know, just ridiculously. So, thank you for watching.